are struggling with your family, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about stories that you can relate to. Sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't speak about it in a way of a story, He just speaks about this issue, and you can connect with it like that. If you are struggling with aspects of your religious matter, your religiosity and religious matters, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about that and how you can overcome that. If you are struggling financially and with your wealth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about it and reassures you. If you are just struggling with how you think, you are someone who just has waswas. You think a lot and you have doubts and stuff like that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about this in the Quran. Surah Al-Nas, for example. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ مَلِكِ النَّاسِ إِلَهِ النَّاسِ. What's the theme so far? Anyone know?
Glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 3 of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's names and attributes have been used thus far. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ, the Lord of the people. Malik النَّاسِ, the King of the people. Ilah النَّاسِ, Ilah النَّاسِ, the only one that is worthy of worship, worthy to be worshipped from of the people, the deity of the people, the God of the people. These are 3 names and attributes of Allah. Then He tells you, مِنْ شَرِّ الْوَسْوَاسِ الْخَنَّاسِ, you have placed yourself in the refuge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the evil of the whisperer. The waswas I was talking about now, the doubts. But Allah tells you, Al-Khannas, this whisperer is one that retreats. So Allah is showing you that because you are using 3 names and attributes, Rabb and Malik and Ilah, that this is a great matter that you are seeking refuge from. But then He brings your hopes back up and your optimism. And He tells you, this waswas, this whisperer, he's one that retreats. So the plot of the shaitan is very weak. This is an example. If you have waswas now, in this surah, Surah Al-Nas, that you memorize your entire life, you didn't know that your solution was in this surah. You realize like that. If you look at the Quran like that, you will find a problem for anything. Any 2 pages that you open, you can see an answer. For anything. But if that won't happen, if the things that I said before won't happen. Firstly, the heart needs to be cleansed and purified. Secondly, the Prophet ﷺ and the companions must be taken as role models. And thirdly, it's what we're on now, it is how you treat the Quran and your intentions behind reciting the Quran. So reciting the Quran is ibadah. When you're reciting the Quran, this is actually a part of worship. Some people have forgotten this. It is just like the prayer. You are being rewarded for every single letter that you read. You recite Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim only, hundreds of rewards you get. If you struggle with your recitation, rest assured, you get more reward. The one who has difficulty in reciting the Quran, he has 2 rewards, not even 1. But you don't want to just have a relationship with the Quran where it's just reward. It's going to die out if it's just that intention. It needs to be more than that. Al-Hasan al-Basri rahimahullah ta'ala, he says, if you want to speak to Allah, pray salah. Not just Fajr to Isha. The Prophet ﷺ, if he had a matter that came to him, he would rush to prayer straight away. He will pray before wudu, 2 rak'ahs he will pray, sunnah. It will help him overcome his issues. He will speak to Allah. And if you want Allah to speak to you, he says, recite the Quran. Allah is addressing you. And just when next time you pick up the Quran, just think about it like that. Say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the sky, above His throne, subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's addressing me as His creation on this earth down below. Just think about it like that. It should shake your heart. The Lord that I'm going to meet, and will see Him, and I will stand in front of, and He will speak to me, and I will speak to Him. He's speaking to me now, from now. And this is the closest way you can get to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The 2 closest ways that a servant can be with Allah is via his speech or when they're in the prostration. أَقْرَبُ مَا يَكُونُ الْعَبْدُ لِرَبِّهِ وَهُوَ سَاجِدٌ. The closest you meet to Allah is when you are in prostration. Because you are lowering yourself and showing utmost humility for the one who is the highest. Because He subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't lower Himself for anyone. And when you recite His book and you have a connection with His book, you are also bonding with Him like that. You want to have that relationship, you have that with the Quran. So we said firstly, purification of the heart and making tawbah and seeking forgiveness for the sins that we have committed. I'm sure that everyone has committed sins. There's no one that hasn't committed a sin. Secondly,
take the Prophet
sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions as role models. Thirdly,
How you treat
how you treat the Quran. And what did we say about that?
your intention behind reciting.
And how should your intention be? What did we say? We forgot.
To find answers.
To find answers and solutions. We said to treat the Quran as a message from Allah, right? Sahih? Once you do these three things, inshallah ta'ala, along with other things, these are the three like sort of fundamental things. Because look, you have cleaned yourself up internally. You have the right people as role models. You look at the life of the Prophet and his companions. And now you are viewing the Quran as not like those people, historical things. You are viewing it as a book that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing me, not a book full of blessings only. A book that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent down as a form of communication. When you have that, is there any reason after this for you not to have that connection? Can there be? There are other things that is required from you. But these are three things, at least it will help us move in the right direction. A lot of us, we have none of them, like we said earlier. And because of that reason, the bare minimum, like we said before, of Iman increasing doesn't even happen, let alone crying. So, you guys thought, I think, this talk was going to be about how to memorize Quran and tajweed and, you know, how to recite Fatiha properly and maybe stuff like that. So Quran is not a book of reading only. It's a book of what? It's a book of meaning. Quran is a book of reading also, as well, but it's a book of meaning mainly. You don't want to just read it and just come back to Allah and say, I've read it. You want to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the next life and have understood what He sent down to you, the revelation that He sent down. We don't want to delay, inshallah ta'ala. There are so many things. The Quran is something that you can speak about, it can't be spoken about in a lecture or two, or three or four, or a month or two, or three or four, or a year or two, or three or four. It is the book of Allah. The Prophet ﷺ says, the virtue of this book is what? It is the same virtue that Allah is above His creation, right? The virtue between the Creator and the creation. Can you compare them? Can Allah be compared with one of us? Can all of us be compared with Allah then? Okay, all the human beings with all the animals, with the skies and the oceans, and the continents and the countries. Everything. That's why in Surah Al-Fatiha you have Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. What does that mean? What does it mean? Does anyone know? What does Al-Alameen only mean? Al-Alameen means everything that exists apart from Allah. So you are saying, Alhamdulillah, all praise and gratitude, accompanied with love and awe, belong to Allah. Allah is the greatest name of Allah. Allah has a lot of names, but Allah is the greatest one. It is the name that if you call Him upon, with this name, He will grant you what you want. Rabb, the Lord. Rabb means Lord, right? In English. See, you know, English is a miskin language. Yesterday, I was in another class, I told them that, and they laughed like you, but I'll tell you why it's a miskin language. Because Rabb just means Lord. That's how they translate it. You know when you're praying Salah, every single section of the Salah you use the word Rabb. You stand there, you say, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. You go to Ruku' and you say, Subhana Rabbi Al-Azim. You stand up and you say, Rabbana wa lakal hamd. You go to Sujood and you say, Subhana Rabbi Al-A'la. You sit up and you say, Rabbi Ghfirli. Rabb. Allah has many names. Khaliq, Raziq, Allah. That name by itself as well. But Rabb is being used. So Rabb just doesn't mean Lord by itself. For it to be used like that consistently, it shows that the meaning is greater. The example we said yesterday is we were talking about, this is a slight tangent, we were talking about the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was struggling for children for a long time. And he had all of prevention in front of him. He was old. His wife was also old. And his wife was also barren. How can you have a child after that? And this is a miracle. Allah wanted for him a miracle. He had sent down His angels. He said, go to Ibrahim. Firstly, the angels came down and they destroyed Lut alayhi salam. This is a completely different topic. I don't want to go to that. But I'm just going to get back to the point. They came to Ibrahim. Ya Ibrahim, we have come with glad tidings from Allah. And they said to him, قالوا, they said, سلاما. What does that mean? Salaman. Peace, right? Assalamu alaikum. Salam. قال Ibrahim said back to them, Salamun. Did he say? Peace as well. صح? They said peace, he said peace. So when it was translated yesterday in the talk, it was on the projector, and it said, the angel said peace, Ibrahim said peace. That's what it said. It doesn't mean that. It means much more than that. His peace, his salam and greeting was different to their greeting. They said, قالوا سلاما with a fatha, right? And he said, قال سلام with a dhamma, right? His fatha and dhamma teaches us a lot about Arabic. They said, Oh Ibrahim, we have come from Allah with glad tidings for you for a child. So, and they said, now that we have arrived, peace be upon you. After we give you the glad tidings, we may destroy you like we destroyed the people of Lut. They didn't say that. As in the peace may go. That's what I'm saying. Anything can happen. The peace is only for the glad tidings that we have come. So Ibrahim said, okay. So they said, may peace be upon you now. He said, okay, may peace be upon you always. So you see how his peace is different from their peace. He's saying, you now came through the glad tidings, may peace be upon you also. Even after you leave, may peace continue to be upon you. And in Arabic, in English, we just say peace and peace. His peace was much better. He initiated the statement in the Quran where Allah says, if you are greeted in Surah Al-Nisa, people greet you, then greet them better. وَإِذَا حُيِّيتُمْ بِتَحِيَّةٍ فَحَيُّوا بِأَحْسَنَ مِنْهَا. Greater than that one. So Ibrahim alayhi salam initiated that. How did I get there? How did that tangent happen? Rab. See, now do you understand how English is a miskin language? English uses, Arabic uses noun sentences, and verbal sentences with verbs. SVO and OVS. You guys are all shocked. Subject, verb, object. And object, verb. Does English have that? What does English use? Only SVO.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I, subject, wish to visit my father. I, subject, wish to visit. Visit is the verb. Father is the object, my dad. Can I say, take the subject out and start with the verb? Visit my father? If that's maybe slang, but that's not real English. Arabic isn't like that though. This is not Arabic lesson, we didn't come for that, but I'm just showing that when you pray the salah, when you read the Quran, this is what I'm saying. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking to you like this, and you have to view the Quran as these divine messages that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing you, and not only the people of the past. And you don't say what they said. This is an artifact. This is a historical statement. This is a story from the past. La, it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaking to you. If now you want to build your connection, we'll conclude with this inshallah ta'ala with the Quran. This is different practical steps now. The first thing is you have to be sincere. It's away now from the internal stuff, purifying the heart and taking the companions as messengers, like we said, taking the companions as role models. We moved away. Now we're giving you practical steps on how to learn the Quran, how to learn the meaning of it, how to learn the reading of it, how to learn the recitation of it. The first thing is you have to be sincere. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala won't give a man with motives the Quran. If your motives are, I'm going to lead the people in prayer next Ramadan, I want to be Imam, Qari Sahib, all this stuff, Allah won't give you the Quran because you are a man with an agenda. If you're sincere, you get the Quran. So the first one is sincerity. And that's also from the disease of the heart. For you to have these other motives, it's from the heart. So it's linked with the first thing that we said as well, to clean your heart from all of this stuff and purify yourself. Secondly, love the Quran. I'm sincere now, but I don't have like a real passion and drive for the Quran. I just know that people learn it, and I also want to learn it, but there's no like love behind it, there's no real passion, there's no desire. If you don't have that, maybe you can still get it, but it's very possible that you won't. Because every time you slack and your motivation drops, what's going to bring it back? There's no love. When you love the book of Allah, you say, I slacked, I really missed my reading of the Quran, I missed memorizing the Quran, I need to try again, I'll try harder. That love brings you back, that motivation. So the second one is that you have to have love for the Quran. The third one, what would the third one be, you guys think?
Sabr.
Sabr. It is sabr. It's linked with what? It is linked with actually taking now the steps to learn the Quran. You need to now go to a class. You need to seek a teacher. Only the Prophet ﷺ is the only one who gets the Quran sent down as revelation. But even him, the Quran came down as revelation, then he was given a teacher. The Quran came down to his heart, then Jibreel was sent, go and teach him the Quran. And the Prophet ﷺ will say, will want to read it by himself, self-study. And Allah sent part of the Quran, Allah mentions in the Quran, don't hasten your reading, Ya Muhammad. The Quran will be gathered in your heart, but read after Jibreel. This is Surah Al-Qiyamah, just about. So seek a teacher, make actual effort. Don't just be someone who's a wishful thinker. You're not going to get revelation. It will never happen. It will never happen. It will never happen. If you want to become a hafiz of the Quran, work towards it. You work towards everything else in your life. Is the Quran less deserving? We're not undermining others. We're not putting down any other studies. I myself, born in this country, I went through all education. I went primary, secondary, college, university, everything. Right? But I know that the degree that I have, what I studied in college, etc., as soon as I die, it won't matter. It's gone. But the Quran that I have learnt and shown importance to, like I said earlier, as soon as I die, that's when it really starts from my grave, from the accountability, and then. So what was the third one?
Seek a teacher.
Seek a teacher and make actual effort to learn the Quran. And the sabr that you said comes with that. And the final thing, inshaAllah ta'ala, that I would say is make dua. Make dua. Now raise your hands and say, Ya Allah, I have purified myself. I do realize that the Quran is a light and it is pure, and I'm impure and I'm a sinner. But I'm washing this stuff away and I'm trying my best. Ya Allah, I love the Quran. Second step. I love the Quran. I really do. Ya Allah, I go to classes and I'm actually working hard. Some classes you even have to pay for. I'm paying money, I'm traveling on the train, I'm doing this and that. Ya Allah, grant me tawfiq and don't make me someone who's tawfiq ridden. Tawfiq ridden. Why do I say that? Then a lot of people, they do all the things that we mentioned before and they rely on their efforts only. They're working hard, they memorize all this stuff and they think it's just their efforts that make them reach there. Allah said in the Quran, we have sent down this Quran. And we are the one who protect it. You think about yourself, how you protect your family. Those who are married, how you protect your wife that you love very much, and your children, and your money, and your, things that mean a lot to you, how you always protect it. Allah is protecting the Quran. Meaning, you can't just walk into the Quran, just walk out and just do what you want, just learn. It's not like that. Rather, the Quran is by selection. It's in the Quran and it's in the Sunnah. Allah says in the Quran, we have chosen divinely and selected the people of the Quran. You find the companions, not all of them knew the Quran. It's in the selection. If we were to give everyone the same thing, as if it's not even something that's perfect. If everyone has one thing, is it something that's looked up to? No. When certain people have it, with specifications, he has something, you can't get it. It's like that. The Quran, it has to have that level. So Allah doesn't give it to everyone. And the Prophet ﷺ, he says, from all of mankind, there are people of Allah. Who are they, Ya Rasulullah? He said, the people of the Quran. So he said, Ya Allah, make me from these people. I want to have that attribution to you. I know from my creed that no one is attributed to you and you're exalted above that. But I know the people of the Quran mean so much to you that they are your people. Ya Allah, make me from them. You are now pure, you purified your heart, you made tawbah, you sought forgiveness, you love the Quran, you really have a passion and desire for it, you are working hard, you're not someone who's a wishful thinker, you go to classes, you have made dua, you are asking Allah. Why would you not get the Quran after that? Is there a reason? It's not a reason. Allah says in the Quran, perhaps there is something that a servant likes, but it is sharrun lahum. It is something that's bad. He doesn't realize it. وَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُ شَيْئًا. Perhaps there's something else that you don't even like, that you think is bad for you. وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. It is good for you. So that means if there's something that you've been seeking for a while, you've been trying your best to get it, but you haven't got it. Remember the verse in the Quran? Maybe this is not good for you. Or the opposite. It's something that you didn't even want. You thought it was bad. But Allah brought it away. Perhaps it was bad for you. So the Quran now, this is why I'm making it. If you've been seeking it, you're not getting it. Can we say it fits under this? No. Because the Quran isn't something that you perceive to be good, but it's bad. The Quran is good. So that means if you're still not getting the Quran after all of that, it is something that you are still doing incorrect. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's regard. It's your regard. And perhaps it's one of those 4 things. You can branch it out and make it 10 things, 20 things, no doubt, but these 4 things are what it comes back to. Eternally fixing yourself, building that passion for the Quran, working hard, and seeking assistance. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. Seeking Allah's assistance. This is what it comes back to. You're doing all of that, you're still not getting it. You have to check yourself again. Just keep checking yourself, inshallah. And increasing those things, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant you the Quran, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Are there any questions that you guys have? I don't know if there's questions allowed here. I just jumped on that.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. If there is any questions.
So you see with the first 2 points of practical steps to learn the Quran, you gave actions that are within the heart, not like practical things. You said be sincere and love the Quran. What are practical steps you can take to become more sincere and love the Quran?
What are
practical steps you can take to become more sincere and to love the Quran?
You mentioned the first part. Take the Prophet ﷺ and the companions as your role models. The stories you mentioned. How the Quran. We said, remember, there was no companion that had lots of attributes, except if you look deeply at his situation, you find that he had a good connection with the Quran. That's the examples we gave. Prophet ﷺ, how he used to pray at night. We gave all those examples. There's more examples, but we don't have time. When you look at these people, you will build that love for the Quran. You see how they were, and you work towards that. You see why they did it. Ikrimah, he used to pick up the Mus'haf, and he would just kiss it. And he would say, Kitabu Rabbi, Kitabu Rabbi. So, you see stuff like that, that will build your motivation. You say, these people, they used to show the Mus'haf, just the book. Because the speech of Allah is what's in it. It's the statements. It is not the book, nor is it the ink. That makes sense. This is what people in Sunnah say. But they're just treating the book like this. Imagine the words. Does that make sense? So when you look at this and you pay great detail and attention, you pay attention to this, it builds your passion. And your second question was sincerity. If you clear your heart from the diseases of arrogance and ulterior motives and this sort of stuff, then you'll be sincere, inshallah. But it falls under everything that we mentioned will fall under the first part. If you do that, you'll see you'll be sincere, inshallah. Anything else?